When I was in high school, my favorite subject was math. I loved the challenge it posed and the way it forced me to think creatively to come up with different solutions to different problems. I remember in my calculus class in high school, I think we were going over acceleration and integration, but I stopped my teacher for a second and I asked her, Miss Eva, what are some of the practical applications of what we're learning? What can I take from today and apply to my life? She stopped for a second, looked at me, and then said, rocket science. It was a funny moment. I remember me and my classmates, we all laughed, but I couldn't help but feel a sinking feeling. To her credit, the last time I used calculus was on my calculus final. This disconnect between the average person and what we were learning in class, it didn't sit well with me. In fact, it was part of the reason of why when I came to Carroll, I decided not to take math classes. I knew I had an interest in the sciences, so I decided I'd try chemistry and biology courses instead. But I quickly found that same nagging feeling returned. It's not exactly an impressive party trick to be able to name all the different organelles in the cell. But last summer, I got the chance to work as a nurse's aide at a hospital. One of my responsibilities was wrapping blood pressure cuffs around patients' arms and telling them their blood pressure. I vaguely remember going over in one of my classes what blood pressure was, what the numbers meant, how it affects a person's health, but it was just another one of those things that went in one ear and out the other. It was something I crammed for before the test. I didn't actually see the connection to people. But as I was with some of these patients, they would ask me, what does a blood pressure reading of 125 over 83 mean? Do I have hypertension? How does this actually affect my health? And to be honest, I didn't have a good answer for them. That's why Carroll's motto, not for school, but for life, is so important. What we learn, it's not just so that we can be walking, talking textbooks. It's so we can take what we learn in the classroom and apply to people's lives. I'm passionate about biology, about chemistry, and about math. I love learning, but I learn not for the sake of learning. I learn so I can take what I learn and apply it to people's lives and to make people's lives better.